Hey, what's up guys? I hope everything is going well. Today I titled this video, Tested Positive for COVID and What to Expect. So as you can see, I'm in my room doing some little isolation. It's been over about 7 days now, and I thought that I would make this video. Obviously now is a good time because I'm on the healing path, like I'm feeling much better. So I thought I'd explain to you know, what I went through the last 6-7 days and what I'm feeling now, of course. Now basically just what to expect. So firstly, you know, I didn't believe that I would get COVID. I mean, I'm running every day. I literally finished a 30-kilometer run 2 weeks ago. I go to the gym every day. I eat really healthy. You know, what are the chances? Or at least if I do get it, that's the other thing. If I do get COVID, you know, I'd probably heal really quickly, because what happens normally is I get sick about once a year, and if I do, it takes 2 to max 3 days for me to heal up and I'm ready to go. So for me, this is definitely a learning curve, and hence why I want to share this, so that you, if you are going through this, if you haven't had COVID before and you're listening to this, of course, then I want you to realize this and use this if you do end up testing positive in the future, which I hope not, but you know, this is just a warning or safety precaution basically, is to know that it's not going to be over in 2 or 3 days. You know, that was the thing that got me, because yes, I understood I was positive and I was like, okay, you know, I feel bad, I'm sick, it's a tough flu, let's get through this, right? But after 2-3 days, I couldn't get better. I just kept feeling bad. So the symptoms that I experienced early on was bones, my knees, my elbows, my wrist, my neck, you know, but basically all my joints were so painful. Getting up, lying down, sitting, any position really, it just started hurting. The first night I started getting night sweats, and probably 4 nights after that I still got night sweats. I would go through 2 to 3 t-shirts a night because I couldn't sleep in them because it's cold. That's another symptom that I got, is that I got extremely cold. So anything that's a little wet, or even, you know, even stuff like this blanket, it felt so cold on my skin. It was horrible. I was shivering all the time. I was even shivering while I'm in the shower, in the hot shower. I'll be shivering. So that's obviously one of the biggest symptoms that I had early on. The third one, well, I'm not going to count them because I don't even know how many there are, but that was one of them. Sore throat, that's still pretty much a big thing. I have these strepsils that I take. In South Africa, it numbs the pain a little bit, but even that's not, you know, working. So I have sore throat, and also I have tiredness. Like, I'm so tired all of the time. It probably goes hand to hand with weakness, because you feel like you just want to lie down, but then I don't want to lie down because I'm afraid that I don't sleep at night, and I also, if I lie down, everything hurts, right? The other symptom is my chest. Yeah, believe it or not, that's obviously what COVID is, right? It attacks the chest. And I thought to myself, you know what, I'm not gonna get anything on my chest, my lungs are fine. But it felt, well, I explained this to my parents, that it feels like 80%, like you only have 80% of your lungs to use, or at least that's how it felt for me, 75%. So you'll breathe in, but then you'll reach a cap where you can't go further, and if you try and breathe in more air, it ends up in you coughing, of course, right? And then coughing leads to pain in your chest, which I tried to ignore. So you basically just having these, you know, quick, slow breaths throughout the day, and you just like basically maintaining it, and it's crazy. It is quite, it's scary, because you don't know. You know, I watched a movie with my girlfriend a few weeks ago, actually, where there was these couple in bed and they were like doing their own little thing, and then eventually he just got a heart attack, just right there and then, and he passed out and died. you know. So, you know, all of these things make you think, and of course real life as well. COVID is hectically dangerous. So, you know, even though you feel like you're healthy, you feel like you're good, like, I've got 70 years to live, you never know when it's going to be your last day. So every little thing, it makes you stress, obviously, a little bit. But I'm obviously here to tell you that you don't need to stress, all right? All you need to do is focus on getting through this storm, getting through this pain and suffering, basically. And the only reason why I can say this is because, and I mean, I'm obviously filming this video not because I want to get something out of it. I'm ready, I'm healing, I don't feel that bad anymore, which means I got through it. So I want to make this video to say that, you know, I got through it, and so will you. If you haven't gotten the virus yet, then, well, that's amazing, and I hope that you don't get it. But in case you do, at least you know what the symptoms are. I lost my taste, my smell. It's the craziest thing, because last night we had barbecue, or they brought up barbecue, and you know, the only difference I could feel or taste, whatever, is the temperature of the food. So maybe one piece will be warmer than the other, and one piece will be harder and the other softer, so the texture. Now, that's the only difference, really. So I'm hoping that I get my taste back, because I mean, there's quite a lot of things in the world, you know, chocolate and stuff on Sundays, especially Sundays. If I could only get my taste back on Sundays, I'm happy. But yeah, so that's, you know, that's basically what to expect. The night sweats and the pain in your joints, I would say, is the worst. But yeah, it's definitely recovery time. Like, I feel, even though my lungs still feel like I have 80%, maybe 85% now if I'm lucky, because it's not that bad. But I just got up now to check through the window to see the tennis, and as I was standing there, I think I got up too quickly, and I could feel my heart beating like doof, 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 doof. And I thought to myself, you know, just as I'm think that I'm doing better, you know, because I feel like I'm heading somewhere, like I'm healing, you know, then something just comes up like that again, just to remind me, hey man, you're still far from done. So I think the biggest thing with COVID is just to stay positive, have the patience to know, like, this is going to take 6, 7, 8, 10 days, and go through it, you know. I'm not used to that, because I was never sick longer than 3 days in my life. So for me, going on 7 days now, it's too much. But it definitely means that COVID is real. I was a skeptic before, but not anymore. So I urge everyone to stay safe, you know, wear your mask, wash your hands, just do what needs to be done, you know, and in that way, then hopefully we can survive this pandemic, all of us, and we could basically get rid of COVID completely. But thank you so much for watching. If you guys obviously have any other questions on symptoms, medicine, anything that I used, what I ate, whatever, you know, I mean, obviously I'm not an expert in this, I just had it once, I still do. So if you have any questions, you can leave them down below in the comments. Otherwise, I hope that if you have COVID right now and you're listening to this, just know that I'm with you, man or woman. We're gonna get through this. Everything's gonna be fine, I promise you. Just stick in there and trust that everything's gonna be okay. All right, have a lovely day. Cheers.